Have you ever wondered why so many marriages fall apart? The statistics are staggering. The majority of marriages end in divorce, and among those that survive, many couples remain deeply unhappy, staying together simply for the kids, or to avoid dividing assets. Yet, despite these odds, we continue to bet on marriage, because when it works, it is the most fantastic experience in the world. If you want to protect your relationship and truly thrive, you need to understand the realities of long-term commitment. This is the ultimate relationship roadmap, directly from the trenches of divorce law, designed to help you build a love that lasts. The single biggest mistake couples make is misunderstanding the root cause of relationship failure. People often point to infidelity, financial issues, or constant arguing as the reasons for a breakup. However, those are merely symptoms. The actual disease is disconnection. No single raindrop is responsible for the flood, but the flood is nothing but a collection of little raindrops. Disconnection happens slowly. It is the subtle eye roll, the sigh when your partner speaks, or looking down at your phone when they are trying to share something with you. These tiny daily discourtesies send a clear message: you are not important. To fix a relationship, you must reverse this downward spiral through small intentional actions. Before we look at the solutions, we must address two contradictory illusions people hold when entering a serious commitment. First, we mistakenly believe that marrying someone will magically change their bad habits. We think that once we are married, they will suddenly become more responsible or attentive. Second, and equally dangerous, we believe that the things we love about them will never change. We assume the passion, the great conversations, and the physical intimacy are permanently locked in by a legal contract. The truth is, people change, bodies change, and circumstances change. Marriage is not a fairy tale. It is a job that requires active, daily maintenance. One of the greatest modern threats to this maintenance is the smartphone. Social media is the ultimate infidelity-generating machine. It is far more dangerous than workplace temptations or dating apps, because it operates under the guise of innocent connection. It allows you to privately engage with someone's perfectly curated greatest hits while you are bored and navigating your everyday reality. The golden rule to protect your relationship is simple: monitor your own behavior. Ask yourself, would I be sending this message, looking at this person, or interacting in this specific way if my spouse were standing right next to me? If the answer is no, you are stepping into dangerous territory. So, how do we actively maintain connection? It does not require grand, expensive gestures or luxurious vacations. It requires a few minutes of genuine vulnerability each week. Dedicate just 10 minutes a week to ask your partner two incredibly powerful questions. First, ask, what are 3 things I did this week that made you feel loved? You will be shocked by the answers. It is rarely the big things. It is the fact that you remembered to pick up their favorite snack or handled a frustrating chore. Second, if you have the courage, ask, where did I miss the mark this week? What made you feel less than seen? Approaching these conversations with curiosity, instead of defensiveness, builds an impenetrable fortress of trust. Even with the best intentions, conflicts will inevitably arise. The worst time to learn how to navigate a fight is when you are already in the middle of one. You need to establish ground rules during moments of peace. Agree on a safe word or a specific phrase that instantly calls a timeout when an argument becomes unproductive or excessively hurtful. This is not a hall pass to avoid the issue permanently, but an agreement to defer the conversation for 24 hours until emotions cool down. Furthermore, you must establish a rule of absolutely no low blows. Intimacy is the ability to be completely authentic and vulnerable with another person. If your partner has been brave enough to share their deepest insecurities with you, weaponizing those soft spots during an argument is a profound and nearly irreparable betrayal. If you find yourself in a deep valley of resentment, struggling to remember why you chose this person, there is a profound exercise you can do immediately. Write them a letter. List 5 things they do that you appreciate, mention a few things that upset you, explain what you are craving from them, and recount a detailed, fond memory from your shared history. Writing forces you to organize your chaotic emotions into clear thoughts. Even if you never actually hand this letter to your partner, the act of writing it reminds you of the beauty that still exists within the relationship. Ultimately, succeeding in love boils down to 2 simple concepts: pay attention, and remember that they are your favorite person. In long-term relationships, our partners often become like water to a fish. We are so surrounded by them that we stop seeing them. We stop noticing their efforts, their quirks, and their value. You have to actively choose to step back and appreciate the water you are swimming in. Life is fragile and impermanent. We do not have unlimited time with the people we love. If you want a beautiful, lasting connection, you must be willing to trade your ego for vulnerability. Show up, put your phone down, notice the small details, and actively treat them like the most important person in your world. Have a nice day.